Hello. Oh, hold on. I gotta put my... Oh, wait. I don't think my mic's on. Hold on. Okay, good. My mic is on. I did check. Good. Okay, wait. Hold on. Real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna figure out who killed Angie. Yes! And who killed Tenko. Yes! Yes. Okay, so let's just get into it. It would appear we all have gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us. Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. I don't think he has. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to...
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito? Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Makiro sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only...
That being said...
Except for Rantaro. Rantaro and Kaede were like the two people I did not want to die. And, Kirumi, I guess.
Booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
Oh, she's dying next. I don't know why I said that. I don't even know. She's probably gonna survive till the end. Atua. No, Samugi, stop.
But... Well, you know...
She should never lied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God. Especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble. What is he talking about? How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is going to be rough, but you got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
You probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating. Hey, trust me, Kaido. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Trust me, we'll do good.
You're right already.
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What do you want me to say? Alright, here we go. Just get me out of here. Dang. Every time. Oh my, I wonder if is his penis like a BBC or is it like black? Do you think Monokuma's penis is like black and white, or do you think it's just black or just white? I wonder. Yeah, I get it. I'm a freak. Let's just walk to the elevator. It's a good question though. I feel like it'd be both black and white. I'm gonna ask Noah. No, I won't ask Noah. I'm a freak. We descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into the black. Until we reached the trial grounds. The doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side. The bright light of our future. Or is it? Same trial grounds. Okay, I shouldn't really expect a change. Because, you know, it hasn't changed the second chapter. So I shouldn't expect it to change ever. Boy, they look really depressed. Well, that's because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Mono damn sad. Boo-hoo-hoo! As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. Oh, you're on vacation. What do you mean get this started? Holy! Nothing but pleasure for him! Holy! No business, all pleasure! Alright, here we go. The third class trial is about to begin. Angie Onaga, the ultimate artist. She created the ultimate... she created a cult. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah! She's dead! She hated men. Yeah! Yeah, she definitely hated the killing game more, but... It's close competition, let me tell you that, the way she was hating on men. Oh my god, everyone's dead there. Holy. It's one person? Or was it 2 people? That isn't interesting. The killer's probably gonna be one of those 5. Kibo or you know, I've been thinking it doesn't really make sense for it to be Himiko. So now I think it's Kibo or Korekyo. Those are like my 2. If it's not one of them, then this was a crazy kill. And I will fight for it. I will fight with the truth and lies in this class trial. Yeah, because my A's gonna lie. Of course. That's crazy. You get to lie. Okay, here we go. Okay. Obviously, you know how we do it. Oh, let's look at the skills. I don't think I have any. Oh, I actually do. Well, let's get one of these. Why not? Okay, Stop 24. What the heck is this? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got 3. I got Attentive Influence. So I pretty much just got the first 3. Increases maximum influence level, so that's my hearts. And then the Extraordinary Focus, that's also the focus. And then this increases the time limit. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the truth bullets. Oh my god, hurry up. Okay, here we go. Monokuma File. The victim is the ultimate artist, Angie Onaga, but we also have Tenko. Okay, let's see if I remember. The 2 a.m. and they had a stab wound to the torso. I thought it was the back of her neck. Oh, that's Tenko. I thought she was, wait, so she was cut on the forehead. The second victim is the ultimate Aikido master, Tenko. Stabbed in the back of her neck, yeah. No other injuries were detected. 11 a.m., so that was during the seance. Samugi's account. What was Samugi's? Locked in the lab since yesterday. So then the killer's probably Kibo. I think the killer's Kibo, I'm gonna be honest. Strong feelings towards Kibo on this one. The 4 wax effigies that were created for the resurrection ritual. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, got it. She had a forehead injury. This bloody duct tape, I had suspicions that this came from her forehead. That this was placed on her forehead to, like, stop the bleeding. I still think that's the case. Okay, yeah, this was the whole thing. This is a step-by-step process for the ritual. So, we know that, right here, it says, after preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon. So we know for sure that, well, obviously, but we know for sure that this wasn't a ghost. Because we know she didn't finish the ritual. Gold leaf katana. It was stabbed into Kaede's effigy, I remember. The gold flakes, but that was also on the sliding lock. So that katana was used to lock the door. To create a locked room mystery. Yep. Sliding lock. Moves at the slightest touch. Cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key. Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. Kokichi can pick the lock. Could be Kokichi, but it could be Kokichi too. I'm thinking this is looking. It's looking a lot like Kokichi is involved too. Kokichi's suspicion for sure. Kibo's suspicion. Korekyo's suspicion. Those are my 3. Because I forgot that he can lockpick. So he could have just locked it. He could have just unlocked it by himself. Okay, so this is... I'm not going to read all this, but this was just the directions for the... Okay. Well, I probably should look over it, because... this is the whole process of the seance. So I'll just give a quick summary. Yeah, the magic circle, the spirit medium, Tenko, had to... Yeah, so that's the lyrics to the song we sang during the thing. She had to put her forehead on the stone. We had to put the iron cage over her. We had to put the white cloth. And then we had to put the dog statue on top. And then we had to blow out the candles, sing the song, and then... I don't know it. And then obviously it didn't work out. I think that's it. Yeah, but obviously the seance didn't work. Kibo flashlight. A function that Mew had added to Kibo, he can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Dog statue. The wooden statue that was put on top of the iron cage. Yeah, okay. On under 75 pounds, that could be important. The sheet was over the iron cage. It's very thick and cannot be seen through. There's blood on the back around the middle of the sheet. So if it was around the middle of the sheet, then the blood spurted up all the way at the top. I mean, obviously. Because she was killed to the back of the neck. I still don't know how she was killed. We found the sickle, but I don't know how the killer killed her. A magic circle that was drawn in salt. It was drawn on the floor. Okay. The magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check the original shape. Fine. The iron cage is around 3 feet. Okay, that probably doesn't matter. What the heck was that? Are you serious? Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. Nothing important. Back to game. Alright, here we go. Let's get back. Tenko's last moments. Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury on the back of their neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Stone was by Tenko's body. During the seance, Tenko had been crouched over in the iron cage with her forehead. Yeah. I don't know what this means. The floorboard, it was not loose before the seance. There were dried blood. Okay. It's just important that there dried blood on it, I think. During the seance, there was a loud sound. Okay. A hole that was in the corner of the room. Okay, I have no idea what this means. The sickle, it was found. That's pretty much the murder weapon. Weapon came from the ultimate assassin's lab. Okay. Small amount of blood was. So this is the old blood. Okay. One of the cross pieces was cut. I remember that. Only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. So it means it makes like a loose floorboard, I guess. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room. Yeah, so basically he's gonna tell us information about that. So we know that all 3 of the rooms, the cross pieces were cut, so yeah. Okay. Let's begin. Class trial in session.
Now then, during the vote correct.
We went through this so many times.
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Okay, then shut up!
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating.
Fixing your hair?
Spaceman!
Oh.
Shut up! I don't need to hear
His
some
hair
sloppy
looks like a
acting
crescent.
weirdos.
Who did it?
Himiko, you didn't even like her!
Who killed Angie and Tenko?
You didn't even like Tenko!
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
I don't know. I don't think there's 2 killers. No way this game would put in 2 killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us.
Tsumugi, one of the culprits is not the ghost.
Hmm?
It's not the ghost.
What do you mean?
It's not Jin Sakai. Jin Sakai did not come and get. Ooh. What if it is Jin Sakai? Ooh.
The transfers.
I'm just skipping all this. I'm skipping all this.
Stop making stuff up!
Yeah, I'm with you, Kaido, on this. This is the stupidest argument I've heard. No, it isn't. In the first game, when what was it? What was that thing where we had to argue that it wasn't a ghost or something? That argument was so stupid. It was actually a non-stop debate. I had to prove that the killer wasn't a ghost. That was so stupid. Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Okay, non-stop debate already. Here we go. Non-stop. Non-stop. It is non-stop.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Probably the Necronomicon. Because the thing wasn't, the ritual wasn't. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong. No!
Ritual did work?
Nope.
That's wrong!
That's wrong! Holy, of course it didn't work.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us,
I can't believe we're
you have
talking
to burn
about
the
this.
Necronomicon in the ritual.
Yeah, we have to burn the Necronomicon, but as you can tell, it wasn't burned.
If
Does that
Angie's
mean
ritual
this
had
killer is
succeeded,
part of the living?
the book would have been
Obviously.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Obviously.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Whoa! What do you mean, Monokuma?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life.
Obviously.
But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
Well, we didn't really get a chance to use it.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Okay, well maybe... Ooh. That's true, he doesn't... Does he?
Daddy said so, so he can't be wrong.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive.
What do you mean it was a motive? There, 2 kills happened, it was a motive!
You should have let me use it to bring Monodam back to life.
Monodam? Monodam's alive!
Monodam is still alive, though.
Who the heck is Monodam? It's Monodam!
Just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on
Oh! He's killed next, he's killed next. Oh, nice. Monodam, kill him, kill him. Oh, I hope Monodam kills both of them. They're both suck-ups.
Whole time?
Monodam's the only cool one. He's not even cool.
There's no way it's possible.
Kaito, relax.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
Yeah, about time.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to
Thank
one of
you.
Who? Who did it?
Himiko, relax.
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Okay, Mew.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Oh, okay, that was on my suspect list. Why is that?
Why?
That means that Kyo's not the killer.
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
Mew, she always gives the dumbest arguments too. I'd be so much smarter than Mew in this game. Okay, we gotta prove that Kyo is not the murderer. Dang, I thought he was. Okay.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie,
Are you serious?
and it was found in Kyo's research lab.
Wait, what's Smoothie's account again? Angie liked oh my.
Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
It's
But
Smoothie's
anyone
account.
could have taken that katana, you see.
Anyone could have taken that
So that rusted
katana.
katana was the murder weapon.
No.
You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Well, I'm not gonna
Just
shoot
admit
that.
it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke it.
That's wrong.
Easily, that's wrong. She only unlocks the door for student council members, and if I remember correctly, Korekyo is not a student council member.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
Oh my god.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
Yeah, Kyo's chill.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members.
Even though he
yeah?
looks like a freak.
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Sure.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
It's Smoogie.
The remaining
Holy.
student council members are
Smoogie,
Gonta,
what does she do?
Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Like, Korekyo usually spit, but Tsumugi does not spit on the... Never mind.
Oh, it can't be
Tsumugi just
Himiko.
does not spit
She was
at all.
besties with Angie.
Kokichi spits.
I trust their friendship.
And not,
You
not in a
guys
freaky
too,
way though, but like,
right?
he's like, speaks facts.
Yeah, of course.
Well, except for that he lies, but then he gets us to the right conclusion in the end.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Kibo spits as well!
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Himiko never spits. She never spits. She's talking about some stupid stuff.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo. Can we really rule out Himiko, though? It probably wasn't Gonta. When could he have killed... It's not Gonta, Tsumugi. I'm thinking most likely Kibo. You guys already know.
Yep, the culprit is one of those 3 people.
Now, why do I think the culprit isn't one of those things? Oh, wait, no. Is it going to make me do that thing again where they start talking all at the same time?
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
Poor Kibo.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Yes, the culprit should confess already. Gonta.
No.
Or
Hey,
Smoothie.
Kokichi, stop this,
Well-
stop this. They're all gonna talk at the same time.
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Oh, no.
You shouldn't.
They're gonna start talking at the same time.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Oh, no.
Gonta definitely not hurt Angie.
Oh, yeah, here's where it
Torture
starts.
Gonta if you don't believe.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it.
I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Okay.
I'm not the
I'm
culprit.
not the culprit.
Okay, well, let's think about this. So, what's our goal here? What's our goal? Let's figure out our goal
We must
first.
consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not
can't
just
be the
anyone can open
culprit.
this door. Only student council members had access.
Maybe that
I
one?
know robots told such boring lies.
Because Kokichi could lockpick
Is
together.
that a robophobic remark?
Oh my god. Not the time. There were several suspicious statements, but one is obviously inconsistent. Let's do
We
Kokichi
must consider other
lockpick.
possibilities. Surely there must be student council.
Student council.
Wait, what did Korekyo say?
A dead chick can't be the
I
culprit.
want to be thorough about this.
Counters now too late at night.
No, okay, so it's probably this one, right? Oh, I missed it. I missed it.
I didn't know robots told
Oh, you jerk.
But it's definitely not me.
Is that a robophobic remark?
Okay, sorry about that.
We must
Gonta,
consider
it's
other
Okay, here we go.
possibilities.
I think it's the Kokichi lockpick.
Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
Student council.
Anyway, all student council members had access.
Yep, I was right. I heard it!
No, it wasn't just student council
Bryce is being
members
a
that
freak.
could have
I
opened that locked
apologize.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
Now listen up, Kokichi.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yep. Literally saw you do it. Yeah, but why would he show us that he can do it if he was the killer? I don't think it's Kokichi.
Forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Yeah, the thing is,
staring at me
if I
like
was
that.
Kokichi
course
and
I
I was the
remember.
killer, I would not show everybody that I can lock pick her door. I'm not doing that. It's not Kokichi. He's smarter than that.
Yeah, I did it.
Here we go. Here we go with the lying. Here we go. He didn't kill Angie.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Kaido, don't listen to him. He's lying.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie.
Okay, so now we have to prove that Kokichi didn't kill Angie.
The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so
I wonder how many times.
much better.
Do you think throughout this whole game he's just going to confess to every single murder? I think he is.
So Kokichi really is culprit?
Unless he dies next chapter.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
Well, there's only one way to prove it. Shuichi, here we go.
I'm certain of it.
Yep, here we go.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Oh!
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
Oh no!
No, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Kokichi, I almost called him Kibo.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Nope! Well, I mean, you can.
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room.
Yeah, because he locked it by using the sliding lock.
They used a different method.
I don't know how, but they used something with the katana and the sliding lock.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Oh my, okay!
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last
The
was...
sliding door. The back door. It's not both doors, that's just stupid.
That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
Something with the katana.
The culprit used a certain tool.
The katana. Okay, mine. So... Bow. 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 What the heck is that? Oh, that is the katana. Okay, can I click on it now? Okay, no, I can't. Oh, it's not. Oh, is that the sheath? Is that what? I thought that was the only thing there. Okay. Okay, well, obviously it's the katana. That's just the sheath. There we go. The sickle? It wasn't the sickle. That one's a pretty cool minigame. I like that one. I'm so sad this is the last game. I wanna... Because I've just been playing these games. And then where's the 4th one?
The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
I promise, if Danganronpa 4 comes out, I'm probably going to be retired. But like... Because I'm going to be in college. I can only keep this channel up for so long. This is probably going to be the last series I ever do. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop posting on King, honestly, like, in August, when I go to college. I'm not gonna do King Brown anymore. You guys know that already, but, I don't know what was I gonna say.
So the gold leaf was in the sliding.
If Danganronpa 4 comes out, I'm coming back to YouTube, and I'm gonna record.
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
Very easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically...
Hey, yeah, Monokuma. Chapter 1, Dangan 1.
Are you talking about a...
Hope Speak
Now,
Academy.
It doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
This game loves referencing the first and second game.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock.
Makoto would hate Kokichi.
But wait, how did they move it with a katana?
Makoto would hate
Outside
Nagito.
Angie's lab.
Especially Nagito.
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself.
Okay.
It was an odd setup after all.
Very odd. So, did they somehow use that sword into Kaede to hit the lock?
The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
I don't know how though.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
Oh, so the culprit set that up.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
To lock the door, probably. A different purpose. What could that have been? Culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. Well, if I have to pick... Oh, no, I don't. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Logic? Okay, I like this. Okay, Psyche Taxi, I like this. It's because they know I can't reach the conclusion in a normal manner. Here we go. I'll run into the other cars. 227 kilometers per hour. This is how I am on the road. No, this is not how I am on the road, trust me. Alright, I'm gonna speed past this car. Yep, here we go. What turned the handle of the katana? Oh, what? Now I can't move the car. Thinking time! Thinking time! Thinking time! I like the thinking time. Thinking time! The katana. Where's the katana? Katana's hilt. Good! I like how it tells me good after I get it right. Okay, here we go. This is like Mario Kart. I like this. I love Mario Kart. I don't love Mario Kart. I just like Mario Kart. No, I love Mario Kart. I don't love Mario Kart. Am I schizophrenic or something? Katana. Something about the katana. Let's just collect the item boxes and then I'll just read it later. Who would... What was done to the katana? Something, something. To move the katana. The Psyche Taxi doesn't give you a lot of time to think. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? The effigy? Something with the effigy. Katana was stabbed into effigy, sliding lock was tampered with. Katana was stabbed into effigy. Good! Alright, last next question I meant. This is probably the last question. Oh, holy... Oh, dang! Why did that happen? Oh, the mouse can move it too. Okay, that's what I'm confused. Oh my god, I almost missed all of those. Because usually on the third question, they usually give you the answer. Or that's like the the revelation type thing. Usually the first two questions are usually the setup. No, a car, move out of the way. Yeah, I got all of those. How was the effigy manipulated into... okay. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? God knows. A 2 and O's. Yeah. Oh, of course a 2 and O's. Their vessel died. Swinging it back and forth, making it fall, spinning it. Oh, spinning it! Good! I didn't get a lot of time to think there. I wanted more time to think. Or maybe because I was speeding the whole time.
That's it.
I got it!
The reason the
I like Shuichi's sprite where it's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I like that one where he goes like that, where he's like, when he looks like so surprised he got the right answer.
It would hit the sliding lock.
Like, he's too nonchalant. Like, I want him to be like,
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging.
oh, okay. I didn't even think of that. Okay, that's smart, but you have to be pretty quick about it.
The rope would unwind, and the effigy would
so
spin
smart.
the other way.
That is so smart. This kill.
And of course,
there's no way these are just
would spin
random
with
high school amateur killers. There is no way.
I see. So the
This
culprit
will
used
be
the
good for
katana's
my next
power
murder.
to push the
I'm
lock into
not
the
even gonna
culprit
finish that
simply needed to
sentence. I'm gonna
spin
get
the effigy's
canceled.
rope, and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside. Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
What?
Hey, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
That lock moves easily.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it.
I can just go like this. And I would've... Okay, I'm a freak. I'm not even funny.
As long as the spinning katana hit the lock,
You
it
guys
would have
watch.
slid into position.
He's like 5 people. I don't even look at you guys that
The
much.
culprit failed the first couple times. They could keep trying until it locked.
Try to keep on eye contact with me. Yeah, nobody.
which is why
For all the wrong
culprit chose to
reasons.
strike at nighttime as to avoid detection.
Yeah.
Yes, since the student council prohibited...
Yeah, nice one, student council, you idiots.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Well, I'm not saying you're doing God's good deeds.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick.
I'm not saying you almost prevented the murder. You definitely didn't help at all.
It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, you wouldn't notice the lock trick.
I didn't realize how caked up Angie was until I saw her dead body.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
A lie!
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Man, this guy's a liar.
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Man, you guys got me.
She's so sad about that. It's like, oh, I'm not the culprit, yeah. Like, why are you sad?
You're telling the truth this time, right?
Hey, well, Himiko, oh my. Himiko, you just tried to sound so tough, but you're not.
I want to say I'm lying, but
Because she's, like, stupid.
Why did you say you were the
So many
culprit?
idiots in this game. Like, Angie was an idiot. Maki's smart. Like, there's no middle ground characters. Maybe
I wanted to
Samugi's, like,
lure
the
the
only
culprit
middle ground.
out.
Like, Kokichi's smart.
If I claim to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Okay, look, Kokichi. I'm gonna find the culprit my way. You get it?
You and your fucking lies. Go sit in the corner and play with yourself.
Hey, Muse, stop. Stop.
Okay, I'll start right now.
Kokichi, you look like a minor!
All right. So, who's the asshole who set up this
God.
locked room mystery?
You always has questions about, oh, who's the culprit, and it's always leaving me to do the dirty work.
You can't hold it up anymore.
Hey, Kokichi, stop talking.
What's the matter? You going soft on
Mew,
me now?
shut up!
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it.
Okay.
Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum
Yo.
monster?
Oh my. This game is getting way too Wait! Holy! This is the freakiest Danganronpa. This is the freakiest one.
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Why won't it let me skip that?
Should we talk about now?
We must focus not on the locked room.
Hey,
but
Korekio
on
is always on
Ninja's
business. God dang. If it wasn't for him, we'd all be dead.
Only one of the student
me.
council members or Kokichi could have gained entry.
True, but it's not Kokichi.
Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
Something is telling me this isn't right.
That leaves us with 4 suspects.
It's leaving me.
Mugi,
Danganronpa's
Kota,
leading me to an
Kibo,
expected answer.
and Kokichi.
And I know with Danganronpa, expect the unexpected. So I'm starting to think that it's not one of the student council members. I don't know who it is, honestly.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part
I
of
still
the
think
student
it's. I
council.
hope it's not Korekio. He's the only one on business.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
Okay, well, it's fine. We don't need to use a recording function. Kokichi contradicts himself all the time.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Say exactly.
A suspect?
Oh my God, Himiko! Holy, just take it.
Never kill Angie!
Poor Tenko. Poor Tenko. She's like, I never kill Angie. I want to kill Tenko. Like, Tenko was in love with her.
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect
Oh
list?
my. Kokichi always wants the suspects to be talking. Always. He's like, you know, in the second one, he's like, what was it? For the two people to start arguing with each other? Like, god dang, can we just use evidence?
You're a suspect too.
I disagree.
Silence, outsider. Only
Oh
the
my-
suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
I'm starting to... I think it's Korekio, but I don't want it to be him. I like
We might catch them
Korekio.
with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the
Why
suspect
does she make that-
rangers,
why does she make anything she says is freaky?
what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the
Oh no,
suspect
please don't
list?
do that thing again. Just like...
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
That is a very difficult question.
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Dang, none of them know.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
God dang, if it's easy. If you're not the killer, just prove your innocence. Holy.
They don't trust
I have
you
to do
one bit, and I
everything
don't
around
blame
here.
'em. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Okay, here we go. Save this for after the trial. Come
I want
on.
to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not
Work!
just Angie?
Hold up! Oh.
I got you exactly.
Oh!
Himiko,
What?
What do you mean?
Kokichi, what happened?
the two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first blackened responsible for the first victim.
Yeah, it's better if we find the Angie's killer first.
Gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
Okay, you didn't need to word it like that. That's crazy.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
Man, like, if it was anybody other than Himiko, maybe I would care.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she...
That's what I'm saying!
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
But
No. It's okay.
it's true! It's true, you did not like her.
I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now.
Thank you, Kaito.
Our only option is to face her death head on.
Nice! Exactly.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth.
Yes!
I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Her death
Kaito.
did matter.
Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
Here we go with the magic again.
The name of the curse is Death Curse.
Why am I not scared?
I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too.
Obviously.
Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own
Well,
survival.
but Kokichi is right. We have to talk about Angie's case first, and then we'll get to Tenko's.
That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
He does hit and runs.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died.
But we need to find Angie's first.
We don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work
Oh
together.
my god.
No,
Alright, fine. Here we go, Tenko. Here we go.
Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive,
Maybe it is the same culprit then, because we haven't even figured out Angie's yet.
we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
Sure.
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Kaito,
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
noticed what?
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then.
Thank you,
Perhaps
Korakio.
that will provide us a
Holy.
clue.
Yeah, maybe.
It definitely will. They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. That was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional? Who changed the topic? Who was that?
So, what do we talk about first?
Hold on.
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Yeah, that should be pretty easy.
Crotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tenko was killed during the seance.
Crotch!
Oh, here we go with the... Here, go just be quiet. People who attended the seance. Oh, holy. Korekio, Shuichi, Himiko, Kokichi. That's it.
That's it!
Thank you, Shuichi.
It was me,
Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those are definitely a part of the list of suspects. Take me off of it, because no, it's not me.
So those 4 are the culprits.
Okay, wait, hold up. So those 4 are the... Are you saying all 4 of us killed Tenko? That is so stupid.
Himiko's still culprit?
Oh... What if it is Himiko? That'd be great.
Well, that's probably.
We got rid of
just a
my 3
coincidence.
least favorite characters in
most
one
suspicious out of the
chapter.
4
That
is
would be
really-
I would love that. I would actually love this game. I'd start kissing. Okay, hold on.
Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
He did.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes?
So?
If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
No?
Well, I suppose, but...
Samugi, you weren't even there.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either.
What does that mean?
I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in.
Oh! But all 3 rooms were cut. All 3 of the rooms, the cross pieces were things. Yeah, why does that matter? Why does it matter what it's gotta be. It's correct, yo. That is such a culprit thing to say. Because only culprits be thinking like that. Put the blame on others. It's gotta be correct, yo.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated.
Yep, it's correct, yo. It's correct, yo.
Point of entry from outside, you see.
Maybe it's not correct, yo, though. I'm starting to think it's correct, yo. A point of entry from outside. He must be referring to the corner.
There! You're talking about under the floor, right?
Oh, yeah, under the floor, yeah.
Huh? Under the floor?
I definitely didn't click the
crawl
corner.
space under the floor a person can move through. There was
What
also
the heck
a
was?
hole that
What was the
connected it to
point of
neighboring room.
the hole in the corner being? I don't understand that.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
Only good for the middle room, right?
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Okay, who is it? Kibo?
Another suspect? Who?
It could be Kibo.
It's appearing before me.
Dang.
Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Okay, who is it? Kibo? Is it Kibo? Is he talking about Kibo? I think he's talking about Kibo. Better not be me. Oh, it's probably Kibo.
Sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Okay.
But it was pitch black during
Maybe.
the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Oh, here we go.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain.
Shoot. That's right.
The
He's
culprit
right.
sneaked in during the seance.
I just got a little excited.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our
Yeah, he's
villain
talking about
had-
Kibo. He's talking about Kibo.
You mean candle?
No.
I mean, Kibo's flashlight.
Yeah, here it is. But it's like so
Hold on a
bright.
second.
Come on, Kibo, defend
Kibo
yourself.
could have used that function to get under the floor.
Nope. Shoot. Yeah. But that's like, isn't it too bright? We could have seen
During the
it.
seance.
We would have seen it through the floor.
Because it wasn't
It's so obvious.
had a light.
Okay, maybe I should look through all of the possibilities before I start.
I said, hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
Okay, Kibo, relax.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Wait, what's this hole in the corner even mean? It's probably this one.
Because it wasn't.
That's wrong!
the culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I thought it was that thing. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can see. I thought it was this thing. I really thought it was this thing. It was this thing? I didn't even see this. I can't believe it.
If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
Obviously. That makes more sense.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
Definitely.
So a light
Oh,
was
NNS
not
headquarters
shined under
posted
the
a
floor,
video.
which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
Yeah, poor Kibo.
My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats.
True.
My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Yeah, so basically...
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of...
Imagine, like, just being a robot, and you're not even that good of a robot. You're just like a normal person.
I want nor need your pity.
Okay.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
I'd be so mad if I was in this courtroom. Was it? That's like all of them are stupid except for the first game. The first game they weren't as stupid, except for Hiro was so stupid.
It would have been difficult to move around under
And
the floor
Hino
in
was
pitch black
stupid.
darkness.
Everybody in this game is stupid except for Maki,
Maybe the floor and the
Kokichi,
hole have
and
nothing
me.
to do with this case.
And Korekio, I guess.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny?
Like, listen to this! I would lose my mind if I was in this courtroom, because I'd be like one of the few smart people there. Yeah! Nah, I'd be like Samugi. Add nothing.
Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Hope so.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Gon's so nice, bro. He's so
Say it like
stupid.
that. You're better off not being used to this kind
Kyle's
of
not
stuff.
smart either. Holy.
Maybe they marked Tenko with
She's
plain
like
paint and
mid.
looked for that.
Mid-range, average, boring, and plain.
That'd let the culprit find
Wait.
her. Then they could stab
Woo!
the floorboards.
Hey, Samugi, stop talking. This is exactly like the Danganronpa. And Monokuma's gonna speak up, I already know.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Monokuma, don't act like this wasn't in the second game.
The corpse didn't have any trace
This
of
is
going
so
through.
stupid. Monokuma, you're stupid.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
Who knows?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right?
Just do another Psyche Taxi and I'll figure it out.
If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit.
Actually, it will, Mew.
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however.
Exactly.
Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
Thank you, Korekio. Holy.
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly.
Yeah,
Tenko
never
was
mind.
killed.
How is very important, but when? When? During the seance!
When? So not during seance?
Of course during the seance!
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she?
Yeah, there's no possibility she could have moved under the cage.
How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
What? No! You idiot!
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
Kibo, just stop talking. You weren't even there. She was alive! Yeah, she was really talking in there.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Stop. You're not Ralph. Oh, Ralph Wiggums. Oh, boy. Oh, Ralph, this is actually an award for the dumbest kid in Lego Jobs. That impossible! Yeah, I don't do a good impression. I apologize. I'm not very good at impressions, if you couldn't tell.
A different time?
What? A different time? Are you serious? Mew, you are not smart. You're a stupid person that pretends to be smart.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Since Galta said it was impossible,
You are not smart in murder cases.
Alternate theory.
What's your alternate theory?
Now hurry up and think.
What? This is so stupid.
Golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your lipstick brain.
Oh my god, this is so stupid. No doubt she was killed during the seance, no doubt.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
You're an idiot.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Exactly.
She was under the cage the whole time.
Exactly.
She was dead when the cage was lifted.
Exactly!
What
God,
about moment
shut
Cage
up.
was lifted?
No.
Like that.
Huh?
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast.
That
So
is
fast,
so stupid.
no one saw.
That is so stupid.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Why is
And
she...
obviously Himiko is the culprit.
What?
There's no to the down.
Ugh. Tenko not being killed during the seance? That might not be impossible. That is impossible. I refuse to believe.
It wasn't during the seance.
Oh, because the white chi had blood on
It
it.
could not have been done.
Oh
at
my
any other
god.
time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead.
This
when the
argument
cage
is
was
so
lifted.
stupid. But unfortunately, this isn't the
What about
worst
moment
argument
Cage
I've
was
heard.
lifted? That's wrong.
That's wrong! Dead wrong.
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
Hold up. Alright, there we go. Wait, what? And then headquarters posted.
Santa Cruz Paleo electrolytes. They are mango flavored, and they.
I don't have time for this. Okay.
Because
It's very important. Sorry, NNS headquarters. I'll watch your video later.
that cloth was removed before the cage was lifted.
Yeah, so that means she was killed in the cage.
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
What? Oh my
The only
god.
possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Oh my god. I was not ready for that. Okay,
No.
what is it?
Still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
This is so stupid. Why?
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
This is so stupid. Of course she was killed during the seance. Of course she was.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red.
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I'll cut through your words.
I'll cut through your words. I bet you guys like that, huh?
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the
That was
cage.
that was a pretty good switch of truth bullets.
She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone.
I'm so smart.
And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
Shut up.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Now just an embarrassment to murder trials.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, Gota!
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
She was killed during the seance.
If
oh
she was
my
killed
god.
then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
There's a possibility that we're not thinking about here. She was 100% killed during the seance, but we don't know how.
Yeah, for a living person.
Kokichi, it wasn't a ghost.
Huh?
Oh no.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
Here we go again.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Angie's spirit killed
Oh
Tenko?
my god.
Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Beats me.
Well,
Shuichi, help me out on this one. Like, god dang!
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done
wait,
it!
I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
Oh, wait, hold up!
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
Hold up. That's not the worst argument I've heard either. I was about to say that's stupid. But the culprit could have went under the floor, up to the floorboard where it wasn't good. Well, but they would have got blood on him.
No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I
noticed.
agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
They could have. You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for
Yeah,
the culprit
that's
to hide.
also true.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What does that mean? Is she saying it's a suicide? It could be a suicide.
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
She's saying it's a suicide.
I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
I don't think... Well, because the thing is, I don't think she would have stabbed herself. And... Yeah, it's not a suicide, because... She would have then had to have hid the murder weapon, and then... Yeah, she would have had to... Yeah. She's saying that Tenko killed herself, but that's not what happened. Where's Tenko? I don't think she killed herself.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say?
I don't think that's what happened.
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
Unless this is... There's no way. It's not possible. No, she didn't. Because then she would have had to hide the sickle.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide...
No, because the sickle was under the floor. The murderer hid it.
She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually
Wait,
said
what'd you
something.
say? I completely lost what she said. What'd she say? Tenko has helped herself when... Yeah, I just said this.
Hey, smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed.
Yeah, but then it would have been directly under her, which it
After
wasn't.
stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
Why would she do that?
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
This is getting fishy. It's a possibility, but it's fishy.
Well, it doesn't make sense. There's no reason.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Why am I acting like he's onto something? He isn't.
Yeah?
Is he saying that he killed Angie, she killed Angie and then killed herself?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Okay, oh no. I don't know where this is going.
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right?
Is she trying to kill all of us?
It's to take us down with her.
I refuse to believe it was a suicide. I refuse.
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial.
This is not a Nagito situation.
So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that.
Tenko.
She told me.
Yeah, she said to keep living.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
Gonta, you were not there.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
True.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
She did.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
Yeah.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
Okay. Okay, Kaito. Okay.
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them.
True.
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
All the time.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach me. She wouldn't commit suicide. That's what I want to believe.
Okay.
Me too. Gonta, no one can believe Tenko commits suicide.
I'm not gonna be like these idiots and just believe out of sheer nonsense, or sheer, like, nothingness. I'm gonna stick to what I think. I'm not gonna stick to what I believe. Because, you know, these class trials, you can't really believe in nothing. Because that's just blind faith. And I don't believe in blind faith. Unless we're talking about G-O-D, God. I do believe in God. But when it comes to these class trials, I do not want to have blind faith. So obviously, I do believe Tenko didn't commit suicide, but I do have logic behind that.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
But that's the easy way out.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
Yes. A proper reason.
Alright, I'll give you a reason.
Okay, nice, Shuichi. Here we go.
Is there a reason?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
I'm not gonna be wrong.
But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
Yes! I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Yeah, she said to keep on living. I'll see you guys after the sand. She did say that! Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was a suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. And if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Okay. Yes, I'm on the no suicide team. Alright, here we go. Let's look at the Monokuma file. Let's look at the Monokuma file. Maybe there's something in there. The victim's body was discovered in a vacant room. The victim was stabbed in the back of the neck. That is so weird. I don't think she would stab herself in the back of the neck.
Take us down with her.
No.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
Okay, stop yelling.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
Yeah, I guess.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Could she?
Finally,
Yeah, I guess
with
she
the last
could
of
have.
her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor.
That's...
All the pieces.
I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing. With the last of her strength. I don't like that. Yeah, they're taking the easy way out. I already know. Did she die automatically? Or, I mean, instantaneously? No, she didn't. I don't think.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Oh, what's Tenko's last moments? What is that? Okay, let's try Tenko's last moments. God, it sounds like a mouse. She could have. I think it's what Korekio said. Shoot. She would have been able to throw it away in time, no? I suppose unless her death was instant. Was her death instant? I guess it wasn't.
That seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Do I have to lie?
She hid her true intentions.
What the heck is the caged child? Is that the whole Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. Is there like a lie I can do? Wait, maybe I can say that maybe I can lie and say that her... Yes! Oh shoot, wait, no, don't.
The last of her strength. She threw the sickle underneath the floor. I'll reveal the truth.
There we go.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor because she died instantly. Instantly?
See, Maki knows that's a lie. Oh, yeah, here we go.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki, do not screw this up. Come on.
Maki.
Lock in.
Right. I completely forgot about
Yes!
an important detail.
Yes, she locked in. About time.
Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize.
Hey,
to
well,
Shinichi.
Kaito, it's fine, trust me.
Excuse me?
It's Kaito, shut up, it's fine.
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't miss.
Well, I'm lying, but still.
Thank goodness.
With my lie, well, oh, do you think Kokichi knows? I feel like Kokichi knows every time I lie.
Definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, they're
Chop
messing it
chin.
away. We're gonna figure it out.
My sister asked if I was. Who asked me if I was Chop Chin? I'm not Chop Chin. I'm just going. I've been running out to you with my hands.
If you know something, please speak up. It could
The
be the
sound
key to
right now.
solving this mystery.
Ow! Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. The loud sound. I need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Sound during seance, probably.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
Definitely the
There
sound.
is something that bothers me.
Yeah, what is it? That it didn't work?
That the seance failed.
Yeah, here we go with him again, and the seance
ritual was
failing.
perfect.
No, I disagree with that.
Really strange.
Now that I think about it,
I was about to click that because I thought it was one of those orange remarks.
we were all singing the song.
Yes?
I heard something fall.
Yes! What are you? No, stop!
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there.
Are
I
you
mean, it was
serious?
totally pitch black.
Who cares about that?
My job was to relight the candles.
That was my job too.
Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
No, that was just what? No. Yes,
anything seem
Himiko
out
said
of
it.
the
She finally
ordinary
said
during the
something
seance?
smart.
The ritual was perfect.
The song. I heard something fall.
I keep doing that!
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there.
Getting mad.
Out of
The ritual was
Yeah,
perfect.
stop doing that.
Think about it. Sing- I heard something fall.
There we go.
I agree.
I agree. I'm not gonna say give me consent, Himiko, because she looks like a minor. I don't deal with minors.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
I don't even know.
fallen down. There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down,
Nothing.
right?
Nothing.
Am I wrong?
There definitely was a loud sound.
But
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
Well, what could have hit the floorboards? Like something hitting the floorboards. Maybe that's not something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. What other thing happened? Oh boy. What other thing happened? Loose floorboard?
This is it!
Sure. Sure.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously. But what was it? What could possibly be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Just let me come up with an answer, and then I'll tell you guys. All right, here we go. Sounding sounds, magic circle, cross piece.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Cross piece.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
It didn't fall over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Exactly.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and balls are the best of friends?
Nah, absolutely not. I'm not clicking that.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
What Kokichi said makes the most sense.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone stomped through it.
Someone who participated in the seance.
Well, that means the killer was part of the
Maybe that person tore off
seance.
the floorboard.
It's gotta be Kia.
That wouldn't
It
make
has to
such
be
a-
Kia. If it's anybody but Kia, I'll be surprised.
But that's...
Under floor. Then stood with
said there was...
Someone must have stopped through.
I agree. Kokichi, give me consent. Oh wait, he looks like a minor too. Shoot. He looks less like a minor than Kumiko, I guess.
The floorboard came loose.
No, they
because
both look
someone
like
stomped on
minors.
it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
In all three rooms.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Beats me. Okay, let's think about this. Let's be smart. If the killer stomped through this, then Tenko would have gone up. But then I don't understand what that means. So if it was stomped on, then it would have gone up. But then, why does that lead into getting killed? Yeah, because this would have gone up, like, right here. Here, you guys don't see my hand, but, like, I'm pointing up at the cage. She would have gone up, but... Yeah, that's what physics says. So then, then the sickle was not, like, on the top of the cage? Okay, I think I have a good understanding though. Wait, I want to see the thing again. What happened when the loose floorboard was stepped on? It goes up. Like, okay, S. Okay, it was S. E. Okay. Seesaw? Like a seesaw? Seesaw. Seesaw. Where's... Oh, here it is. W. Okay, I gotta kind of calm down a bit. E? Effect? Open up seesaw effect? There you go. There's two F's, right? Here we go. E's like right here. And where's C? There's T. Oh, C. Here we go. Yeah, a seesaw effect. That's what physics. Physics! I never took physics, but that's common sense.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off.
Who is this killer?
The other two crosspieces
Correcchio, but
board were close to the cage.
I have a tendency to rule people out, but I really do think it's Correcchio this time. And I really wish it wasn't, because he's like, oh my god, my face is so red. Holy.
If you were to apply force,
Here, I'm gonna turn the lights on.
Get no. The next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
And then the sickle was probably on top of it, like on top of the cage or something.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Wait, okay, so then who could have set up the sickle on... Yeah, it has to be correct. There's no doubt in my mind that is Correcchio.
Like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
Did he kill Angie too? Probably.
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
Floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. It would make sense, the top of the cage. Yeah.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
Let me in frame.
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over.
Yeah, very fat. Fatter than me.
Once
Well,
everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit
Dang,
the
that's
blade
such a crazy
on the
kill.
cage.
Holy.
She was bent over.
So that means it was definitely someone in the seance.
Would have connected with her neck.
And that means it was definitely somebody who set all this up.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in a
100% Correcchio. Holy.
But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length. Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
Definitely.
It's crazy. It would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
Yeah, it would.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Yeah, no way Harad did this kill. She is not smart.
Why her?
It was not her.
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
No, Correcchio, it's definitely you.
Anyone? Why's that?
You were definitely capable of Yeah, you know.
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared.
No. It just had to be one of the 3 rooms.
By putting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Yeah, she did say that. But that all 3 of the rooms' crosspieces were cut.
Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
Yeah, Korekyo, shut up! It was you!
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room.
I refuse.
She
I
all
refuse.
into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
I refuse for it to be I refuse. It wasn't Himiko. It was you, Korekyo.
Then she killed Tenko. All the court.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
Yeah, Korekyo's lying!
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved.
Kokichi, you know it wasn't Himiko.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
Is it true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea? What does that mean, that Himiko really killed Tenko? Did something like that really happen? Something so cruel? Intermission, here we go. Alright, time to check my phone. Of course, nothing new. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna go through, you know. Obviously, we're gonna play through the whole trial. God dang, of course we are. You know how we do it. We're killing it, so you know we're gonna keep killing it. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
It's not bad.
I'm playing with real ghosts.
Logic does not compute.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Did you hear? No, I didn't hear anything.
What's happening? Hey, you're both dead. Sweet buns.
Yep, tasty, tasty, sweet. So round. That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Did you hear something?
What are they doing? They're just being asked. They're just asking to be killed at this point. Monodam, get them.
Answer us, Himiko.
Himiko's on the hot seat, but you know me, the true detective, I know it's Korekyo.
You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
Of course not. What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, they're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore. want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
She's clearly given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
She's not wrong, I guess.
Just shut up. It's all just...
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
I disagree.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so
Yeah.
I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Unfortunately, Himiko's not the culprit.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's
How
not.
tall is Korekio? I wonder. Let me see. He looks pretty tall, like 6 foot. Like 5'11". 6'2"? Holy! He's like the tallest here. Oh, Gonta's probably. Oh yeah, Gonta's humongous, of course. 6'6".
To be strong. So no give up, Himiko.
Miko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up. For the sake of everyone who died. Okay, here we go. Yeah, way to... Body Kokichi easily. Oops.
In that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
It was Himiko's decision. I agree with that. Oh, shoot. Nope.
Of the 3 empty rooms,
Nobody did.
why did you select the middle one? Because you laid your trap there.
The traps in all 3 rooms.
Only in that room?
Nope!
Other rooms may be trapped.
Thank you, Gonta.
I agree.
I agree with Gonta. Give me consent.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Kokichi?
He was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
Dang it, Kokichi! Here we go.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Here we go.
Live life. If you give up on living,
I don't care about this
you can betray your
stuff.
memory.
I don't care about Himiko's character development. I don't like her.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Ryoma. What did Ryoma promise?
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for... That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
Thank you, Shuichi. Holy.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Will she stop sulking now and stop talking?
If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
Can't face him now either.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Shoot. Why am I being so mean?
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
How about time?
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Ooh, I really wonder who it
Hey,
is.
there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
I do it only for Kaito. I do it for you, bro.
Soul, bro?
Nah, Kaito's my soul, bro.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are
No.
you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards,
Oh boy.
isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Does that mean it was kind of like in the magic? Because you couldn't step in the magic circle. Maybe that's kind of related to it.
That is a good point.
That is a very good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Yeah,
That's one
give up. Just
thing.
give up. Himiko,
But I think
please.
it might have been something else.
Why did no one step? I think it has something to do with the magic circle.
This is it!
Yeah.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
So does that mean that? So does that mean? What does that mean?
Before we
gotta be
began the
correct, yeah.
seance,
It has to
we
be.
were warned not to step on the circle.
By a killer. Because he didn't want us ruining his plan! Of course it's
That's
Korekiyo!
why no one stepped on it.
I was so certain.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trip.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
If that's the case, then the culprit is no doubt. Yeah. I already know. Dang! Okay, there we go. Go on, please.
It has to be you!
Yes! I actually got. Oh my god, I actually got it first time. Yes!
Was it you?
I knew it was Korekiyo. Oh, shoot, but I didn't want it to be him, though. He's the only one that locks in during the trials except for me.
Whatever are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, definitely him.
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Ooh.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Damn, just look at him. Take one look at one glance, and you already know he's gonna be a killer in this game.
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Yep.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle
Yes, I can't believe I got it right. Yes. Unfortunately, it's Korekiyo, but still.
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience.
What? That was he admitting to it?
What? An intriguing experience?
Oh.
But if I am the culprit,
Oh, okay, never mind.
then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Well, he basically just said he was the Blackened.
So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
It's a very good point. Very
How
good
can
point.
you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time.
What do you mean explain
Please
in due
answer my
time?
question first.
Okay. Culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how? How'd they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I can move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Maybe what?
Did you figure it out?
To the culprit. Hearing, touch, smell. 6 sense. Okay, well, it definitely wasn't 6 sense. It wasn't hearing. Touch or smell. Well, there's nothing weird about the smell. I guess touch.
That's it!
It's like, what would you smell?
The culprit used touch. They didn't see. They felt.
What'd they touch, though?
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. Okay. Oh my god, here we go. Is it Magic Circle? It's Magic Circle. You're much better at this game. Okay, so help me out here. Where's the R? Here we go. Sir. Okay, let's see.
I see now.
So they just felt around the magic circle, okay?
That's it.
I mean, Correcchio did.
Magic
Well,
circle.
so now we know Correcchio's the killer. Well, I don't know. They can pull a 180, I guess.
Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt.
You can feel the salt.
The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What? Why is it wrong?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Okay.
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
But yours did! Yours did! I remember it!
So what?
I remember it reached to the 4 corners. I was there!
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
It wasn't the same. We were literally there. It's like stretched out to each
I
corner.
most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
You didn't draw it exactly the same.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
No, but I remember.
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Yeah, nice one, guys. See, another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt, all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
I bet Kibo has something for us, doesn't he?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
We don't have any way to check it now. Kibo?
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Okay.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Hey, I have it. Okay.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
Let me guess, he has a new, picture recording function.
I had Mew add another
Of
function to my
course.
body,
Of
in addition to the
course.
flashlight.
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Yes, use it.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Yep.
Image recording?
But I remember, I know for a fact it was definite, the corners were, there were lines extending to the corners, I remember.
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
Yep. Oh my god, photo. See, I knew it!
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
Actually, you probably did.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Yeah, the lines. Notice anything? Yeah, look at the lines! God dang lines.
There!
See, I knew it was there from the
Helped a lot,
beginning.
Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
Exactly.
My
And you would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Kibo with this function. With his malfunction.
Magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, I promise. Just get this recording done. Oh, wait, did I not pause? Oh, shoot, I thought I did. Okay, it doesn't matter. Embarrassing? Okay, well, let's just get this recording done. I can't believe I said that. Okay, it doesn't matter now.
The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
Oh, because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Sorry.
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function.
Ew! Ew!
Where's my turds?
Oh! Ew, that is so disgusting.
What? Why?
Ew!
Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
Oh my god.
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for
Ew! to tell us.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Oh, it's just all the way up. Hold on.
You killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
Oh my God! Holy! All right, here we go.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections,
If you have any objections,
are fiction.
there we go. Okay, let's head to head with Kyo. Here we go. This guy's pretty smart, so
The option, I will most certainly object.
obviously,
To be
just
honest,
like all the other killers except for Kaede.
it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Hold on, sorry. I need to check something. Okay, here we go.
If you are going to
Serious?
claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder
Shoot.
weapon?
I hate these ones.
It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that
Are you?
are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage.
Well, what's
So
it?
suspicion should fall on them.
Well, it wasn't me or Kokichi.
True, we could have placed the sickle there.
Why would you say
but we could
that?
not have removed it later.
Oh, true.
Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that
What's the thing that was Correcchio, the white
I
sheet?
did
Is that
not
what he?
carry the cage, nor did I lift it.
Maybe the sickle was
I had
under.
no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
Maybe the sickle was under the white sheet. Oh!
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
Because he's the. Yeah, he put the white sheet and removed
Covering
it.
the cage with a white cloth.
What is that? Oh.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Correcchio, are you serious? Are you seriously admitting to the murder? Oh, you idiot!
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so
Here we
much
go!
into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much.
Dang.
Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
What do you mean?
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What? But you're the killer!
What you talking about, Kyo?
What the heck was that?
You still don't understand.
What you talking about, Kyo?
I killed Tenko. That is the truth. But it is meaningless in this
What do you
class
mean that's the
trial.
whole point?
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Oh shoot, wait, that's right, I forgot about that.
Tenko, but not Angie.
Oh.
For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Dang it.
Trivial issue?
Shoot.
No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
Yeah. Probably.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh shoot. That wasn't Kyo, was it? He only killed Tenko, didn't he?
Council
Dang
members
it.
and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand?
Again with the... Oh my god.
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Poor Kibo.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time!
Wait, hold on. Hold on! Hold on! It is very likely that Kyo is the one who killed Angie, but we need to figure out how he did that first.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes?
Yes.
How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
Huh?
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Very dangerous. Let's chill and figure it out.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Oh, here we go. Split decision.
What were you waiting for?
What? Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. That one the split down the middle one is pretty fun. Alright, here we go. Split opinion. Alright, here we go. Vote for correct yo. Not yet. Alright, here we go.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kyo?
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
We don't know that yet. Okay, here we go.
Forced his way into Angie's
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
The
Shoot.
katana was found in
Kyo!
There we go.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
I kind of jumped the gun on that one.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not Blackened?
Blackened.
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
It's true.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
Mystery.
Got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Oh, it tells me what the
We
answer
don't
is.
know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
We don't know what this one
He
is.
forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Angie?
Got this!
But he couldn't get into Angie's research
Yep.
lab.
The katana was found in
Lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko.
Blackened.
Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
We're planning to use the new rule to protect
Kyo!
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Alright, here we go. W. D. A. This is our answer. Oh, that's a fun one. It's a fun one. This is I like this one. That's a fun one.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder.
Yeah, god dang.
And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Oh yeah, what mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
It's the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. Oh shoot. Wait, what was the question? What clue was found at the crime scene that hasn't been explained yet? Okay, let's see. This?
This is it!
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain is too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because that means it's an old... Oh, it's old. The air was dry, are you serious? Happened for a seance, probably.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder.
That's actually hurting my eyes a little bit.
The seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was. Bloodstain from... Okay. Angie?
That's it!
I did say that in the investigation.
That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too.
How would you say that?
But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Ooh. Kyo doesn't look like he's panicking. Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or...
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed.
Okay.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
But why would she go into an empty room?
Who knows?
There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
Oh! Oh, Necronomicon!
She wanted a candle!
You need a candle for that, right? You don't? Where's the Necronomicon? Here it is. Oh, she was probably trying to burn it with the candle. She was trying to...
Damn it!
What?
The art research lab.
Oh my god,
is not where Angie was killed.
Yeah, she's using it. Shoot. She's trying to use the candle to burn the Necronomicon, right? To finish the ritual.
Anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Okay, just shoot that. I agree. Mew, please, please, please give me consent. I feel like Mew would let me.
That's it.
I need to stop talking.
Angie went to that room.
She is a freak.
Candle.
Yeah, her kinky wax play!
Oh my god, everything. Never mind. I take it back.
No, Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm not gonna act sad that she's dead. Yes, she was annoying.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room.
That's true.
If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
Good job, Himiko, I guess.
Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will.
Oh.
Or maybe
Power magic. I'd rather that than a two as well.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already.
Proven what is fact?
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Yeah.
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
That's a good point. The duct
It may
tape.
be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh. Interesting.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. I do have evidence of that. The Monokuma file, right? Oh, shoot.
I was wrong!
I was wrong! Okay, well... It does say... I didn't even mean to click that. I was trying to scroll down.
I was wrong!
I was wrong. Now, can I scroll down? Yeah, I can. Ah, okay.
This is it!
Okay, the forehead injury.
The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab. And it was there that the culprit finished her off.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear.
Uh-oh.
What is all clear?
Oh, he's having a meltdown. Uh-oh.
What is...
Uh-oh.
All clear? What are...
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You what? What are... I will not fear. I will not back down.
What the heck is that?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
Korekiosa! Is Korekio a woman? No!
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What is happening? Who's he talking to?
You must teach these ignorant children.
Who is this? He just said... What?
Yes, you're right.
What is happening? Does he have a split personality? Genocide Jack again. Here we go. Split personality.
You're giving me the goddamn willies.
And you shut up.
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
Okay.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
I do like the voice actor. I think the voice
Nothing
actor's
is
cool.
clear at all!
The voice actor's cool. Rebuttal showdown. Is that your rebuttal? They're probably the duct tape, right? Yep, light duct tape. Here we go. Easy.
Angie was attacked
I
in
can
the
predict this
empty
game.
room first, and then carried into the research lab. Impossible! Impossible!
How's that impossible?
That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our mind with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Exactly.
After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
Yep.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body?
Yep.
And not a single drop of blood fell?
Oh, here we go.
The hallway an empty room had no blood stains.
What? Oh, wait.
Oh no!
Wait, what did he say?
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway an empty room had no blood stains.
True.
Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
I'll cut through your words.
Of course there was evidence. Of course, I'll cut through your words. Allow me to cut through those words. Hajime says it better.
Evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's
Allow me to
body.
cut through those words.
What?
Oh, here we go.
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt, and ended up under her body.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
It has to be you.
Easily. Easily.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
Yep. Oh my god, calm down.
What the fuck? So it's true.
Oh, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
Killed.
What?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Yeah, why would you kill 2?
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
Well, that Angie's?
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Angie's is the only one that makes sense.
One.
Murder that was an accident. It was Angie's.
did.
Because with everything with Tenko is predetermined.
Was an accident.
What? Tango wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. He killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about?
Kyo, you're done. You're done.
No, I'm not the culprit.
You just said you were.
So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
What is happening?
Yes.
What is this?
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
What is happening?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Yeah, he's talking with himself.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Because he's a woman? I don't know. Is it because he's transgender?
Protest. This is a trivial matter.
I mean, guys can wear lipstick. I mean, there's no problem with that.
Your allegations. Not a single one of them. So you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it.
Okay, how do we prove that there
I will
was...
only acknowledge facts, true events.
Okay, we're probably gonna go into that thing where we, like, press the A, D, D, D.
I won't acknowledge.
Yeah, we're definitely going into that right now. I know this game very well. What is the... what?
Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
Stop looking. No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
Of course there's evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
What is the weapon?
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood.
Korekio, just keep that mask up. God dang.
Come on, apologize.
Apologize?
Apologize.
Oh, here we go.
Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Oh,
Seriously,
what is
what the
happening?
hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. I have no idea, but I think we're going into that thing. Yep, I knew it. Okay, here we go.
I have nothing to admit.
D hold D. WWDD.
I'm not the culprit.
A hold A. A. It's S. Oh shoot, I didn't. D hold D. D S.
I'm not the culprit.
A hold A. WWA. Oh shoot. D hold. Oh.
Why must you force your delusions on us?
A D.
That's merely a
Oh yeah, here we go.
Well said, Korekio.
Oh my god, I am still messing up.
Why must you force your delusions on us?
Bow, bow, bow.
That's merely a delusion.
Bow, bow. D, A. Oh, shoot. D, hold, A. S, S. Oh, here we go.
I told you I am not the culprit.
D.
Hit me like that.
A.
Reggio speaks the truth.
W, hold, S. All of it. Shoot. W, A, D, S. Dang! W, A. Oh my. WWWWW. WWWW.
Reggio speaks the truth.
Bum.
Apologize.
Bow.
Apologize.
D, W. Oh, shoot. I hate this. D.
Hit me like that.
A.
Reggio speaks the truth.
W, hold, S. Oh my god, I can't see it!
Apologize.
A, D. Oh my.
Apologize.
Oh my god, I can't see!
I told you I am not the culprit.
A.
Looking at me like that.
D.
Reggio speaks the truth.
Oh my god!
Apologize.
Bow.
Apologize.
Oh, here we go. Okay, what was
You
it?
have no proof that Correggio
Oh!
is the killer.
Moved floorboard. Oh, shoot. It was removed floorboard. Dang it.
I told you.
Dang it!
Not the culprit.
D.
Looking at me like that.
A. Okay, remove floorboard.
You have no proof that Correggio is the killer.
Moved floorboard. There we go. End here, Correggio. Let's your clothes off. Never mind.
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the
Oh, boy.
seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
Because there was blood on
There was
it.
a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard. Angie's blood?
And thank God we went under the floor.
Blood that spattered there when the culprit...
One place we didn't need to go, Correggio's lab. That was useless.
But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Dang.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
All we can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Already.
True.
Looks like we're almost at the end.
We pretty much are at the end.
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Angie and Tenko sick.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
Oh, here we go.
I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Closing argument. All right, let's lock in. Who's the culprit? Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Correggio. Okay, well, let's not do that one right now. What weapon? The floorboard. Do I have the floorboard? Yes, right here. Okay, what's next? What was compressing the duct tape? There we go. Okay. What weapon killed Angie? Killed Angie. The katana, right? Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? Kaede's. Well, I guess we don't have that one yet, so let's go to the next one. Hit with the sliding lock. Oh wait, the handle. Oh, probably this one, right? Yes. Path made with salt. Okay, well, let's try to find these first. What the heck is this? No. No. Sickle place to kill. Oh, the stone. What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? This? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what? The salt. Me. There. Okay, so now we have everything unlocked. Okay, well, let's just do this one. When the culprit approached the cage. No. Oh, probably this one, right? Yeah. How did the magic circle get erased? Footsteps. Who was the culprit? What does that mean? This one? That's not going to make sense. I don't know what it means. Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? Okay, it is. When Andy's body was found, who unlocked the door? Kokichi. And then I blew out the candles. Here we go. That one was pretty... It wasn't terrible. I didn't get any wrong, so...
This is the truth of the case!
This is the truth of the case! Yeah!
Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the cross pieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the cross pieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit.
Yeah, like, you didn't... Like, what? Why did he still continue the murder after she That doesn't make sense.
The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. they wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons.
This is so weird. That is so weird.
To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance.
You know Shuichi's mad about that.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
Left some marks. Should've used another tool, Korekio. Nice one. I know I experienced from the first game. God dang, you cannot test me.
A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko.
That's so crazy. Tenko volunteered herself to get killed.
Himiko had brought from the courtyard.
I need to stop.
Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
Man, we didn't even need to sing that stupid song.
Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song.
Oh my god, maybe Coach Keiichi sing. Oh, is that all of us singing? Oh my god. Yeah, all of us singing, yeah, and then this guy.
Finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium.
But that did
Our
not
culprit
happen.
had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
The salt.
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosses cut off the night before.
And bam!
Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage.
Oof, that's rough.
She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't
Ow!
even see.
Wait, hold up. I want to see Bryce needs a channel. Bryce needs to right. He does have a channel, but like he needs to post videos. He's so funny.
The culprit followed the salt back to their corner.
He could be a famous entertainer.
Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final
We just
step of the
destroyed
murder was
evidence.
unwittingly
Nice.
carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence.
So like, we destroyed it so bad that you couldn't tell that there were 4 lines. What?
Evidence.
Oh my! We messed it up. We messed it up that bad. We messed it up that bad that we got rid of the lines.
However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders. That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Correcchio. There were times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally...
Fortunately. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Why doesn't it sound like that?
My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
100 friends? Interesting.
100 friends?
That's a lot of friends. I don't want that many friends.
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
Okay.
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already! Roger that!
Voting time coming up. Oh my god, they're ignoring him.
The heart-racing excitement!
Has the blackened and the spotless finally face off?
The Blackened. There hasn't been a single time the Blackened has won. I think we're good. They're on a 0 win streak. Or they're on a 0 wins at all. We have like the biggest win streak. Okay, so obviously I know who the culprit is. It's obviously Himiko. Like, no doubt about it, it was Himiko. Holy. Let's just sit back. And let's watch Himiko get executed. Yep, correct. Because obviously it wasn't correct. It was so clearly Himiko. Right, guys? Oh shoot, this is me. Guys, what? It was so obviously Himiko. We're dead. Oh.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right?
We made the right one. God dang. Verdict! Come on. Come on, come on. Top left, top left. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Guilty, guilty. Come on, guilty. Yes, 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 yes! All rise! Oh, that was loud. My parents are probably sleeping. So, am I able to see, like... A. Oh, that was my first all-A trial! Oh my god, I can't believe it. Perfect. Perfect trial. You got it right! It was Correcchio Shinguji!
Absolutely right!
This is the 3rd correct verdict in a row!
Right!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll put 12? Oh my god. How's it gonna last this long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have. Motive? Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder? That is out of the question.
Going nowhere.
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kyo? Shut up! Shut up! I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do... Okay, great. So the motive was just useless. Nothing to do with it. Because we're friends. I'll tell you, I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that. What? So it has nothing to do with the motive? Then why? Yes. For the one that I love. Oh, this is sounding a lot like Mikan.
There is someone that I love.
It's sounding a lot like Mikan. From the bottom of my heart. Someone so dear. Someone I long for.
her with all my heart. And she loves me with all her heart.
That's sweet.
Yes, we vowed an endless
Better not be
love to each
Junko.
other. Forever none can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
Okay. Well, I got that naked. Oh, god dang. What about your perfect love life? Screw you. Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see the lover of yours, you had to escape?
Don't tell me.
That's how you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love isn't... In here?! Is it you?
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would ever want to discuss... What? Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey.
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy. What is happening?
Sister.
Ah! He's in love with his sister? Ew! Oh, that is so disgusting!
Wait!
Mew, we don't think that... we know that Kurikyo's not his... Oh! Ew! I knew Kurikyo was a freak! I knew it!
Whatever is the matter?
Ew! Oh! Oh, you freak...
I love you.
Get this off my screen!
My beloved.
Ew!
Messing around.
No.
I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
even if I could be her little brother and her Stop. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my... Oh no. Wait, don't tell me.
do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost. So her friend should be... Are you telling me he just killed a bunch of women? Oh my... He almost killed 100 people? Holy! Ugh! I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Sister.
Sister is very happy. Yes, Kurikyo. I'm very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could it be that lipstick version of...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Oh. Ew. 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 Sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely. It's wonderful, Kurikyo. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really? Uh-oh.
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Anyway, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick. He said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here. You didn't kill to escape from here. That was your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only killed girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends. Huh? Only girls? I see. So when we were oh my, he said that it'd be best for it to be a girl. Oh my god. He said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mew, they were all Maki and Mew. Poor Mew. Oh my god. Mew, you're saying you want to die? Are you serious? And the second victim could have been me? Tenko died in place of me. Maybe that's what she wanted.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made for a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Huh? Infiltrate? Really? But how did you... It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for her sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend who eventually...
No way!
What? You do that all for... Wow, you did all that just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right? It interests me as an anthropologist, of course. But more than that...
For my beloved sister!
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpower feeling.
Are you okay?
Hato, are you okay? You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place. And Angie walking in on me preparing, I ended up killing her in a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else, too. After all, it'd be a shame just to waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister. Korekio, you're such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Korekio's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister? That's wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
That's right. Even though I'm a ghost now, I'm always by Korekio's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand everything you're saying. Nothing makes sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair.
And another...
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get high ratings when they're reporting about death? Okay, we're good.
Maybe.
If you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching... Oh.
Shut up!
Knock off. Only sick people would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Heck yeah. If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then...
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister. I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I could see her again now.
Korekio.
It's alright, sweet Korekio. Come to me. Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started. Holy, this was crazy.
Sister.
My beloved sister. At long last, I'll finally get to see you again. Ugh.
That's
This is so disgusting. Alright, can you just kill him already?
That's right.
I'm sick of this. Just skip to the execution, please. Cultural melting pot. Oh no, which one of the Monocubs is dying? My guess is Monotaro. No way Monotaro. Yeah, look at Monodam, bro. Oh my god! Ugh. Ugh. That'd be sick. Let's like cut him up. Oh, he's actually in a boiling pot. Oh my god, that is so... Oh no, Monodam, stop, stop, stop. Don't push Monotaro in there. Oh no. Wait. He's killing himself! What? He ran in there himself! No, Monodam! Dang it. Okay, well now Korekio's dead. Now he's a ghost. He's a ghost. Why does he look so good? And of course his sister. God dang it. What the heck is this? Salt? Oh my god, they're destroying... His sister's throwing salt on him! Oh boy. Saw her for like a split second, and then the sister decided to kill him. Oh boy, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. What? No, Monodam, why? What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide? Oh, it's so cute. Monodam committed suicide? Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam's obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right.
Yes, the other... Oh. Hey, who's Monodam? Oh, you already forgot? That's kind of scary.
Well now.
Oh, looks like another class trial's wrapped up without incident, so... I'm gonna take... Okay. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? Oh, yeah, let's use it. Oh, my God. Shut up. How long are you gonna... I wonder if the Necronomicon actually works, though.
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Boo-hoo-hoo! Who can say? What a waste. Not if you were gonna use it. You should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrect Monodam. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's just been the two of us this whole time. Hey, Monotaro, what's going on, bro? It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad. So long, farewell.
Farewell.
That's actually really good timing. Alright. Even now, he still talks about raising the dead. Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course.
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone. There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
That's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Gonta do his best.
Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone. But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Ah, yeah, you're right. Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. What are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay.
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
That's right.
May not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't running away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling as a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would prefer it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. 7? Oh, dang, that is crazy. Well, what do you know? That's right, 7 pieces of crap have been flushed away, and only 9 remain.
Actually,
That calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But
Just 9 of us? Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. It's totally what that heartless robot is thinking. Right? No, I'm not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
No.
Hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Kaito.
Well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey.
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. There's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I've never heard of such an intense form of apology. Seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
Hey.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt. Oh, Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar. Huh?
Because
Personally,
I'm a liar.
I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have had any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit. I only said this because I thought about it. Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? What are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Oh. This hits so much harder now that she's dead. Oh my god, she's actually crying. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I can't. Oh, but I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Dang it. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. Oh my god. Dang! Tears we shed. I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through, and what was about to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love, tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However...
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Know that crying helps you sleep.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me?
What the heck does that mean?
You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bite.
Ew!
There's no way.
She's like a minor.
Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaido had stopped in his tracks. Is he still sick? Kaido, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead. You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. Worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But
maybe not. I feel like the walls we had are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. Seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, because of me.
okay.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But like I said, I'm gonna go get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Oh boy. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. What the heck does that mean? Is he sick? Oh my god, he's dang!
I don't have time to be dying.
He's dying?
Space yet.
Oh my god.
No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so 3 dead. 9 of us are left. Who do I think's gonna die next? Probably Gonta, if I had to guess. Or Samugi. Samugi should have died such a long time ago. Why is she still alive? Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you hate incest. I'll see you guys in the next video.